Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ole Miss offense takes the field to start this game off. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart, and last season's Egg Bowl down 14-10 early, but the old Bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers, and when you lose the turnover, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real. The rivalry is real. So this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, David. 14 points in the first quarter. They just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. It wasn't enough to get them in the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
To the air, it's Simmons. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Finds his man, it's Lee. Brings into the open. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every... throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return for a touchdown.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense wrong.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Good, solid tackle. Mississippi State going up tempo. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hyped, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national type.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
Wide open on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Taylor has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends.
Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Grab near the marker. It's Allen. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid... on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's past the 30. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
What a really really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. Still on his feet. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. On the move, it's Lacy. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
What a phenomenal job in the open field. Kicking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Use the play fake, down the throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Might be calling a hot route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The official was offered the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires toward the target. Found the spot in the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 40. good pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
To the air on first down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled. Faces it, the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
With the catch, it's Mosley. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. On a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Reese. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Pulls it in, it's Mosley. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on fourth down. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Coleman Hope. Swings it out to the flat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game. cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Got his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Change this route. Back to the pass. It's Simmons. Quick strike complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and the mechanics. You can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Lee. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down, he'll throw it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Looking to throw at Simmons. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for three now. Now set up in the first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
They'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
This is a design run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Coleman home. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28th.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Rebels are on the move. The offense changing the play. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
They're coming. Tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Catch in the middle. It's Allen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Taylor wants to throw. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Stribling. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go to the toss. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th. Stop.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Grab near the marker. It's dribbling. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to ball his way in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Sneaks into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need it.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the... They did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that. They've been positioned to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game. And they have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Watkins. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Back's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point is good. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.